I'm married to an ambitious man. Honey, I need you to make money, okay? I love ambition, especially in a man. Even as a high-performing woman who's, independent, had her own thing before she met her husband, like, I'm sorry, but you cannot put a price tag on a man with ambition, a man who knows where he's going. I think it's sexy as hell. I'm not attracted to men that are just playing support. I will walk all over you if you're Mr. Supportive. Like, my husband really supports my dreams. He's always encouraging me. I would say he's like my number one cheerleader, but he's an ambitious man. Honestly, a lot of supportive men are sissies.
Is she saying that a lot of supportive men are sissies because they're supportive that you go get that money? I don't like, what makes a supportive man sissy?
I think she was saying the supportive man that's not doing anything for himself. She looks at that as a sissy. She was saying she likes an ambitious man, but I feel that she's also looking at it differently because she has her own success. So I think this is a perfect example of what I was speaking about, partnership, because she has her own success and she has an ambitious husband, that has his own success. So he takes time out of his success to support her success, but she also supports him in saying, go get that. And I think there's a level of security you need to have within yourself and within your relationship to appreciate the ambitious man, because she said she couldn't put a price on it. But I think sometimes people will try to put a price on it and take that away from you to be supportive. Like, hey, I got with you and I want you to just be my life. Meaning whatever you got going on needs to stop. I don't think that everybody goes into a relationship with the same ideas of give and take. Sometimes it's take and take. Sometimes it's take and drain. But sometimes it's give and give. And I think from what I'm hearing from her, it's a give and take. But again, she had her own, he had his own, and he's still going to get his, and she's still going to get hers. And then they come together, as opposed to, hey, I got my shit going on. I need you to be supportive, and I need to know where you are at all times, because I can't continue to be successful if I have to worry about you. Be an independent thinker, have your own independence within your relationship, within your marriage, because he gives her the space to do what she's got to do, and she loves that he's still ambitious while being married. I don't think that I love that quality. I'll say that.
I think that
to be able to be appreciated for your ambition.
Yeah, no. It's a big thing. I definitely agree with her when she says you can't put a price tag on an ambitious man, and that an ambitious man is sexy as hell. I love that. I love that quality in a man. And I love a man that is passionate about things. Like, an ambitious man is, great, because he wants to go places and he wants to do things for himself, right? But a man that's also like passionate about something, like the work that he does, or maybe like fitness or his hobbies or anything like that, that's a man that cares. That's a good quality. It's a good quality to have, a great quality. And don't think that women aren't paying attention to that. They are. So I like that you said, like, to be appreciated for your ambition, like, means a lot to you. Women do pay attention to that. Not because they're gold diggers either.
Who said that?
I'm just saying. I know that. I'm just saying there's someone thinking it. No, there's some. I'm sure the comments are going to be like, she just wants to make sure you got money. Like, no, I'm trying to make sure that you're good while I'm good. So, like Rome said, you're whole, I'm whole, and we build, right? I don't want to be on my shit, working on my shit, and you don't even know where you're going. Let's have both of our shit together. You know what I'm saying? Is it unfair to put the ambitious title on a man because it sets a high expectation for them? I have thoughts about that, but I'll give it to you. and I'll say my thoughts after.
Well, what is he doing that you're putting an ambitious title on him?
Like if I say, like, I love an ambitious man, I love that you're ambitious, or maybe he's just had an ambitious moment, but now now that you've done complimented him and told him how much it meant to you, how attractive it was, now he feels like he needs to keep up with being ambitious, even though he's not really ambitious.
You lost me, because what was he doing that you called him ambitious, though?
Oh, this is Alan's
Okay.
thing.
Because I feel like he was doing something,
He
meaning
was doing something.
a task or a goal that he had, and he accomplished it.
Right.
Right.
I just feel like being ambitious is attractive because you're doing something for you. If you're being ambitious just to impress me, then you don't have it. If you have to do that for the attention of someone else and not because you want to be on your own shit, then do you really have it? This reminds me of I'm thinking of a movie with Gabrielle Union. No. It's a Steve Harvey book movie. Think Like a Man. She was with a guy, and her situation was, because you know that all of the couples had a different situation based on the chapters of the book. Her situation was her man was like lacking ambition, right? Or
Is this the guy with the food truck? But he was actually a valet?
No.
Wrong movie? Okay.
No, same movie, but wrong. Same movie, wrong
person?
couple.
Okay.
Gabrielle Union wanted her life to move forward with this guy, and she's just like, he doesn't really do anything. He keeps saying he wants to get this. Not that he kept saying that he wants to get the job, but he has a degree in something. He never really put it to use. I guess he has a regular job. He's not really making as much as he could. And he sits home and he plays video games all day. And she's just like, you have so much potential to be better, but you don't want better for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And they've been dating for a very long time. She's looking towards marriage, but she wants him to be better.
Okay.
If this is someone that you're going to marry. Anyways, they all try to find the cheat code to make their, women happy. His cheat code was lying about applying to the job that he can use his degree for.
Okay. All right.
And, eventually, climax, they all find out they're fucking lying about everything. So it's just like, okay, she found out that he didn't really apply for the job. You didn't apply for the job that you have a degree for, you would be perfect for, you would make more money. But like, why didn't you do it?
He sounds unmotivated.
Unmotivated, but like he doesn't want it for himself. When you want things for yourself, it's attractive. Don't do it for me. Do it because you want better for your life. And if you're with me, if you have a partner, why wouldn't you want better for yourself so that we can be better? How do you think that we're ever going to move past this relationship, get married, get our house together, potentially have kids together? Like, what are you thinking about the future? Do you not think that how you move or how you see yourself or the lack of ambition doesn't affect your future? It does. So when you have that trait, when you have that quality, it is super attractive to a woman because they can more so see a future with you because that man has things going for himself. He wants a good life for himself. I want a good life for myself. I think that we'd be a good match.
You think that would be the number one quality in a man that you're looking for? Ambition?
I would say it's pretty high. I don't really find myself, well, I don't talk to people actually, so I can't even say what I ask people. I don't ask anybody anything. I don't talk to nobody. But it's pretty high. It's pretty high. Especially like where I am at with wanting to date a man at my age. I am always thinking about the future. I am always thinking about if this person is good enough for me to marry potentially like in the future. I'm always thinking about that. My head always goes there. So if you're an ambitious man, that's important to me.
I think that understanding the amount of work it's going to take for me to complete this goal has to come into play while you're supporting me, though. You have to understand if I'm
Support
ambitious.
is always there.
Yeah, it sounds good, but I'm saying while I'm being ambitious, I will also need you to understand that it will take some time away from you for me to complete this task. And I need you to understand that from the gate, as opposed to I'm being ambitious and like you're kind of, hey, what about me? What about me? What about me? And I'm saying, hey, I have to get this done. And I'm communicating to you, say, this is what's going on. I'm not trying to be avoidant or distant. This is what I'm working on right now, and it's got to get done. I think sometimes in a relationship that can get tricky.
It can. And I feel like I've dealt with this in my past 2 situations, right? Because it's like you want a man that's ambitious and you want a man that works and, he's getting it. But then that also means that he might not have all of the time for you.
Mm-hmm.
But like work-life balance, I feel like, to me at least, like I feel like there has to be some kind of balance because I'm always going to support you doing whatever you need to do. Of course, I feel like that's going to create a better future for us. So like, yeah, if it's going to take you time, if you have to put in that work and that effort, I really do applaud you and I really do support that you do that.
Mm.
But if that also helps us, you still need to put in that time and nurture us. You know what I'm saying? Because if you let us slip, not saying that like, what are you doing it for? Because you could still just be doing it for yourself. You can do it for the other girl who doesn't really give a fuck that you not giving her quality time. You know what I'm saying? But you look confused. Did I lose you? Like,
I don't know where the other girl came in.
No, because if it's not me, then it will be somebody else eventually. Someone else will reap the benefits of whatever you're working hard for.
Okay.
But I also do feel like there should be some kind of balance. I've now dealt with this 2 times now, and I just don't understand how men can let things slip. No, they do, because we're very understanding.
Who?
And women, me, Amanda.
Because she said
No, because
not when it affected them. No.
Oh boy,
Wow.
I'm not gonna say that that's
you asked me
true.
a question, I answered it.
I'm not gonna say that that's
My
true
experience.
because in my experience, I've now dealt with 2 people that I've dated, and I've definitely supported their dreams, supported their ambition.
Until
I know ambition. I've seen ambition. And it's not until, because I can support through my own lack of like quality time. And that's why I said like I was eating shit. And that's exactly why I use the example that I use, because this is exactly what happened to me. Of course, I support everything you're doing and what you're trying to build, and you're ambitious. So you want to do things, and I know that's going to take time. That takes time away from me. And sometimes I have to eat that. I have to just say, okay, I probably can only get 1 day a week, and I can't waste the 1 day a week arguing because they are working towards shit and I want them to do that. So just take the 1 day. But I also feel like it shouldn't have to be left for 1 day. I feel like I'm also very ambitious. I have a business, and it's not even just the one business I have. I feel like I get money everywhere. I'm always doing shit. I'm a busy girl. I really am. But when I'm fucking with somebody, they really do get my time. So I feel like y'all be making excuses. I don't be making shit up. I know what I want for my life, so I make it happen. I know I want that man. I'm giving that man that time. Yes, I want my money too. My money is being made, but I also want that man. I'm giving that man my time. So if you keep using I'm just saying, I really am. I'm just saying, because if you feel like, yeah, I got to work though. Yeah, I can't talk to you because, and then it's, I'm working very hard. So when I'm not working, I'm tired and I need time for myself and blah, blah. So it's just like, okay, I get it. All right. How long I'm going to do that? Because if you really want me and if I'm really your future, you're going to show me. You're going to make that time, not just one day. That if I just feel like if that's how I'm feeling and you not feeling that way, you don't feel that strongly about that, then you're not for me. I'm just saying.
Did that answer?
I don't think that shit needs to get that hard.
I thought that was
Is this this girl that be? No, I feel like I see her a lot.
Marrying an entrepreneur is like the most underrated job in the entire world. It's not only marrying a rich husband, it's inheriting his vision, his pressure, his risk, his sleepless night, and the version of him that doesn't even exist yet. You're signing up for a project with emotions and feelings. He is not gonna be like other husbands. He's not gonna be present the way they are. He's gonna miss dinners. He's gonna disappear into deals. He's gonna be physically in the bed, but mentally in a meeting that haven't happened yet. And the days he is with you, his mind is like still half running calculations. That is the cost of the entrepreneur. And if you can't handle the cost, you got no business loving an entrepreneur or even enjoying the benefits of his fruits. The wife of an entrepreneur is like the most underrated co-founder in the world. She holds the vision when he's losing faith. She manages the household so he can just manage the empire. She believes in him before there is any evidence that he will make it. And 10 years later, when the empire is built, half the world calls it his, when really it was both of theirs the entire time. If you want a comfortable man, don't marry an entrepreneur and a builder, because builders weren't built for.
She ate with that. I really liked it. Being an entrepreneur myself, 2 entrepreneurs in a relationship would be fucking chaotic. 2 entrepreneurs in a marriage would be, I don't know if the marriage would even really exist.
Why do you say that?
She says that you don't even know the version of him that he's going to be. Like, he is always going to be working towards something. He can miss dinners. He's going to miss a lot of things. He can be in the bed and not like mentally be there. And that shit I get. Like, I understand that for me.
Yeah, I'm asking why.
And maybe that this now entrepreneurs needs to be filtered out of the list, to be honest, because we're talking about nature versus ideology, right? I feel like in order to get the kind of man that I want, the kind of man that suits me, I have to let my nature win.
What's your nature?
I need quality time. I need to be loved on. Like, I need that attention. When my mind is so far away, I do want to come home to a husband that is here, present. I don't want you to miss dinners. I don't want you to, I don't want that.
Doesn't this coincide with the ambitious man though?
An ambitious man could mean that he's working to be CEO with a company that he doesn't own. It doesn't have to mean doing your own thing, because entrepreneurship is hard. Not everyone that's ambitious is like trying to build their own business. Some people think that that's the easy route. It's not. I mean, it is very ambitious to do that. Very commendable as well. But it does take a lot of work, and it would take a lot away from your partner.
You want to share with the audience some of your struggles as an entrepreneur?
I feel like I do have personal struggles and not too much relationship struggles, but you guys know I'm single and I don't really date too much. But
I feel like that's your new disclaimer.
I also do feel like men handle entrepreneurship a little ship. Did I say shit? Entrepreneurship a little differently, because I do make time for what I want and what I value. And I can't even really tell you. People always ask me, like, isn't holidays your busy season? Like, I don't have a specific busy season. 1 week can be really good. 1 week can be bad. I could have like a good 3 months, and holidays, people love to run to the grocery stores for the holidays. I don't know why people think that holidays for me are like really, really great. I bake cakes, by the way, just in case you're confused. I'm a cake.
Cakes by Mandy.
Caked by Mandy. Okay, custom buttercream cakes. Okay, that's what I do. And I set up my business as if I work for myself. And I know that I do literally work for myself, but I mean, I literally give myself tasks. I literally write shit down and say, between this time, I have to do this. I have to do this. I wake up at a certain time. I have a schedule. I do things on Mondays specifically. I do things on Tuesdays. Like, I set my shit up like I am employed by someone. That helps me balance my life a lot. So I never really ran into my work or my business affecting a relationship that I was in. I always feel like it's so opposite for men, that they maybe aren't as organized, and they aren't as, me, I have to be like this. I can't function any other way. Maybe being all over the place or being very busy or not having time for family or your relationship is okay because they're building something. But I don't want my life to get like that. I don't let my life get like that.
Women know how to love, but not who. Men know who to love, but not how. You see, a woman will pour everything she has into a man who hasn't even deserved it yet. She'll see his potential. She'll love him through the version of himself who he hasn't even built. She'll stay too long. She'll give too much. She'll forgive what she shouldn't, because women were taught how to love without conditions and never taught how to choose without emotion. And by the time she realizes that the man wasn't worth the woman she had to become to hold him down, all those years are already gone. Meanwhile, a man could pick a woman from across the corner within 5 seconds. He knows. Trust me, he knows. He always knows. He sees her loyalty, her standards, her peace, her presence, and he picks her without any hesitation. The problem is, he doesn't know what to do with her once he has her. He wasn't taught how to show love, how to communicate, how to stay long enough to actually let her in. He protects himself by withholding the very small thing that would have actually kept her the whole time. He picks right, but loves wrong. And she loves right, but picks wrong. And both of them spent a lifetime hurt by something that was never the lack of love. It was the lack of training. You see, most relationships don't fail because the love wasn't there. They fail because nobody taught either one of them what to do once it showed up.
So where does this training begin? How do we start training them?
I think you have to train them in the home, right? Train them with a two-parent home.
Okay, I thought that I wasn't gonna agree with what he was saying just based on the words. I do agree with what he's saying once he gave the explanation. So
I mean, before, because you read the words.
No, I read the words, and the only reason I didn't agree with the words, because when he says men know who to love, I thought that was wrong, because I feel like there's so many cases, so I can't say this about all men, but there's so many cases that men meet the woman that they really do love, in love with, and they always fumble her, always, because they don't know how to love her. In his explanation, he says that. But then he'll find someone else because he fucked up with the girl he was in love with so bad. There's no coming back. So he'll find someone else and he gets with her and he marries her. So that's why I didn't agree with it. The who to love part, because sometimes the women that they actually end up with isn't who they want to love, isn't who they wanted, because they marry people still thinking about the last girl they fumbled. Because they had to go through that to learn certain things and correct behaviors for the next person. But it was supposed to be that girl. Shit, that's a lot. That's actually a lot. I would have been like, you fucking psycho. Go back and erase.
I'm trying to understand it. We talking about the child that they named
Yeah.
after the man, or they named
Yeah.
after the woman?
The love of his life that he fumbled.
All right. So apparently there's data on this, and from Marie,
She said this is common.
she said this is common, and I don't know any. I'm just going to tell you. So a man dates a woman, messes it up horribly. You guys say fumbles her, gets with the next woman, starts to treat her correctly, has a child with the next woman, yet names the new child his ex's name. Apparently this is a thing. If this is a thing,
Common thing,
a common thing,
says Marie.
says Marie. If this is a thing, please let us know in the comments if this has happened to you or you know someone this has happened to.
That is
She has stats.
fucked up. I've never seen that in my life. I'd be so fucking weirded out if I knew
could see it happening,
anybody.
though.
I could that is so crazy. How wouldn't I know? Who wouldn't have known? I feel like, okay,
Wait.
hold
the new
on.
Woman didn't ask the
If
last
a
girlfriend's
man
name?
was in love with a girl, first of all, the new bitch wouldn't know. The new bitch wouldn't know anything about her. Anything about her. People in real life, people close to him, his friends, people around him in his everyday life wouldn't know that, like, you have a baby, her name is Jessica. Wasn't her name Jessica? People would know. Do they hide it in the middle name, or we need Marie to talk,
Yeah, well,
because
we need the audience to tell us if this has happened to them. I could see men being weird enough to do that.
and I'm just gonna say right now, men, don't be weird enough to
Don't
do
be
that.
weird enough to do that.
That is psychotic. Don't do it.
That's OD.
I think that is so fucked up. Poor girl.
Please, can we
Poor baby.
Can we hear the stats? So what do you Google for the stats?
Oh my gosh. If a man
I've never heard
ever,
of this.
and that's why they don't get to name my kid.
They don't get to name my kid. That is wild.
Okay, that is wild, but like, we're coming up with a brand new name. Now, this isn't the same, and I just want to say that before I start talking. This is
Disclaimer.
absolutely not the same.
All right.
But I have a what if list. I have twin boys. You know, I want their names to sound not identical, but like have the same beginning letter. My mom always said that if she has a boy, my mom has 0 boys, she would name her son X. She got that from a movie. I don't remember. I don't want to say the name. She got it from a movie. She likes the name. And I was like, that's actually pretty cool. I like that name. Now, I did date someone with the name. And even though we dated, I always said that name is still on my list. But I didn't take it from him, though. I didn't take it from him. So I know it would look weird. I actually already told him this, just so that it's not weird if I do have the name.
You
like,
still love that nigga.
No, I don't. No, I don't. But I already told him, I was just like, yo, your name is actually on my list. Like, I really like your name. It's on my list. And I only told him that because I never, like, we were already at a point of like knowing shit wasn't going to work out with us. Like, we were talking as friends. Like, I know I'm not having a kid with you, so it's fine.
I'm just going to name my kid after you.
It's not after you. It just has the same name. And that's only if I had twin boys. And what are the chances that I'm going to have twin boys?
Yeah.
Which, you know, I did. And, you know, that doesn't seem too likely either. You would think that, like, if you date a twin, you're, you know, more likely to have twins, but don't really work that way. I'm like, anybody watching this isn't going to know who I'm talking about unless it's him himself.
You just said his name.
No, I didn't.
Oh, his name isn't X? Oh, you were saying X?
No, I was just saying X.
Oh, all right. I was like, that was...
You said his name. I said I'm not going to say the name. But if he
okay.
ever watched this video, he'd know I'm talking about him.
You know that's putting it into the universe, right? Like what you're doing right now. And you're talking him up, so...
Hi.
Right.
Nah, we don't text. I haven't
Still
talked
want
to
that
him
baby?
in a long time.
So, do you know his information or no?
Like his phone number?
I mean, like his Instagram and everything else.
He doesn't have Instagram.
What if he does now? And
If he does now, then no, I wouldn't know it.
what if it comes across your feed? Would you get back in touch with him if he was single?
we don't hate each other. We just used to date and now we don't. So usually people don't really talk after that.
So is that a yes or no?
Yes or no for what? What's the question?
If he comes across your feed, would you?
If I see that he actually finally made an Instagram, yes, I'll follow him. Like there's no reason that I would be like, oh, what the fuck? And like,
could you guys go back out on a friend date like you like to do?
We have, actually.
Recently?
A couple years ago. I haven't heard from him in like years.
Okay.
But like after our dating period, like we've gone out.
Okay. So what I'm saying is, after you spoke his name, X or whatever, and you're speaking it into existence right now, it's probably going to contact you.
That's fine. My birthday's coming up. Take me out. I was still in the gray when I'm trying to be in the fucking black with someone else. And I needed to get the fuck out the gray. And that person loved the gray too much. So I got mean. Like, I don't want to ever be mean, but it's just like, yo, you're not getting it. Like, we're not happening anymore. Like, that's done. That's over. This is not happening. There's definitely a way to say it has to be delivered in a way that they understand and they get it, but that just doesn't come off like too harsh, I guess.
You're giving the receiver way too much credit to be able to digest it that way. Because I think you have to tell the person, I don't want you anymore. And that person has to be in a place where they don't ask why. They take it right then and there. Because once they start asking why, then they're going to try to say, okay, well, I can fix this, this, and this. And then that becomes another conversation as opposed to.
Oh my gosh, I'm getting flashbacks.
See, I think when you start piling it on, I think that's what makes people crazy. I don't want any version of you. That's shit. You can't do nothing about that. I don't want the improved you. I don't want the rich you. I don't want the provider you. Yeah. Or I don't want any version of you is how you break up with somebody. Point blank, period. I don't want any version of you. Nothing else, nothing in between. You don't got to sugarcoat it and say things are working out because of A, B, and C. I don't want any version of you. Point blank, full stop, period.
I think that's not how you break up with someone. That's how you get someone to stop harassing you. That's how you get out of the gray. You can't tell people that just like off the bat, unprovoked. You can't.
It is provoked. We broke up. That's the provocation.
No, like you can tell that to someone provoked. Like what I'm saying is, like they're harassing. Like they won't leave you alone. They won't get it. That's a clear message.
That's as direct as you can be.
It is direct.
Any version? Shit, you sent me on my way. Tell me that. Okay, I'm up now. Bet. Say less. What she say? Your clothes are folded. Come pick up your clothes. You ain't gotta say all that. So I don't want any version of you.
First of all, that whole song is being in the gray area.
What? Come pick up
She wants you to come pick up your clothes. She could have dropped it off at your house, left it in a bag in front of your door. But no, she wants you to come over here and pick it up. The whole song is a gray area song. Yeah. It's a very toxic. You gotta listen to the words. She trying to see what's up. Come pick up these clothes. I'm trying to see what's up. You left this penny at my house. When can I come give it to you?
If you want to know if a girl's really messing with you for real, see how she act when the money run out. Just see how she acts when the money run out. Come comment below. Comment what happened.
First of all, Drake got a song for that. What he say?
Oh, what if I don't? I know what you're saying.
What if I go broke and I have no more racks to spend on you? Peace. I'm just kidding. No, I'm really not. Like, I can't answer this. I can't answer this. That was a good song. I know that they're gonna come for me. But if you doing something for me and then it just stops, like but so long I'm gonna pretend to be okay with that.
Pretend to be.
I feel like that definitely plays a part. That's situational, I guess. But that also means that she was captured by the money alone. Because you can lead with money. And I might, go on the date and enjoy the nice restaurants and whatever the fucking money has to offer, But if I don't stay because there's any other great qualities to you, then I am going to care that the money ran out. You're not a great person. You're not to say that you're not a great person, but you're not a good date. I don't want to keep dating you. You're boring.
What does that make you if the money runs out and you leave?
I know what that makes. I know.
I'm asking.
I know what it is.
I'd love to hear it.
You say it.
No, it's a question because I want to make sure I'm understanding you clearly.
It's a gold digger.
That's what you're calling it?
What are you saying? A hoe?
I'm just asking.
You're saying that's what I'm calling it. Do you have another word?
No, I just want to know your definition of that. So he spends money on you.
Only around for the money.
Only around. Did you have sex with this person or no?
I don't know. Did I?
Say you did.
This is a fake scenario.
All
Did
right,
I? I don't know.
He led with his money. You had sex with him, and then went on more dates, dated him for a while. Money runs out, and you leave him. Are you still a gold digger?
But she left after the money ran out. So yeah, isn't that what a gold digger is?
Mm.
I don't understand. Do you have a different word for it?
It's not prostitution. Y'all will call everything not prostitution, but prostitution.
I didn't even know that that's what he was saying. I mean, I guess so.
I know it's such a foreign thing to be taking money and exchanging sex.
When you lead with your money and you're literally bringing nothing else. Like you're choosing to not bring anything else because you think that the money will give you everything. You're not really getting the love that you want. So if you know that the money is going to run out, I'm sure you don't expect her to stay.
You guys, wait, hold on. Are you calling prostitution a subscription now?
I think the subscription thing actually does make sense.
I mean, let's call relationships that are based on okay.
We're talking about men who lead with money.
Mm-hmm. I buy you drinks, right? Oh, we're having a good time. Bought a drink for you, maybe a drink for your girl, not the other three. You and your girl, you get two drinks. All right, come by the table, we'll have some dinner or whatever, right? Have some more drinks. We go home, we have sex. Did I lead with my money or did we just have a good time?
We just had a good time.
Because I bought her two drinks.
Because we had a good time. He bought me a drink and then he invited me over to have dinner with him. So we had dinner, we spoke, and after dinner, we were feeling each other and the drinks really got to us. So we went home and
really got to us. But I'm also curious, is that leading with money though? Because you didn't have to pay for anything.
No. Oh, but that's different than leading with money. Because to be honest, you're not leading with money if you're offering to buy me drinks and inviting me over to come have dinner with you. That's not leading with money.
But you didn't pay with anything.
Just because I didn't pay for anything doesn't mean you're leading with money. First of all, any nigga in here could have bought me a fucking drink.
But they didn't.
But they didn't. But just because you did, that doesn't mean I think that you have money. You just wanted to talk to me. And this is how you knew you would get my attention, is to buy me a drink.
Yeah.
Because now I kind of feel obligated to say, thank you, sir. What's your name? Yeah. Maybe me. Even just to ask their name, just like a tiny bit of conversation. Now, just because you bought me a drink, that doesn't mean I'm going to come sit down with you. Maybe if I was feeling you or I thought you were attractive, of course, I'm going to come over. This man wants me to come over and have dinner with him. He just bought me a drink. He's kind of cute. And he's going to pay for me to eat. So, like, why not? And if we have a good time, conversation's going well, like, yeah, he said, let's go home. And that happened. That's not a man leading with money. Leading with money means that you are being flashy. You are being like, yo, I got a Benz outside and we can go to I could take you anywhere where you want after this. Like, I'm gonna fly you out. I want to go on vacation next week. What you doing? You're like offering to give her whatever she desires. You just met her yesterday, but you're calling her today, asking her how's work. Did you eat today? All right, I'm gonna send you food.
That's leading with money?
Yes.
Okay.
Giving, always saying like, I could do for you. What you want, I'll get this. Like, that's a man that wants you to know whatever you want, I got it. You just met me and you want to know that this is what you about. That's a man that leads with money. Okay. Not a man that's simply buying me a drink at the bar and then wants me to have dinner with him. That's a normal guy.
Okay.
To me.
Right. I was just curious if I ever led with money. Shit.
No, that isn't leading with money.
Okay. I was thinking because you didn't pay for nothing, but okay. Money.
I
paid
just
for
feel like
something.
in most cases,
I had the money.
ladies don't pay for things when there's a guy involved, but that's not the same thing as leading with money.
Okay. So I said, okay, I see you at the bar, you with your girls, whatever. I buy you a drink, I buy your girl a drink, have a good time, maybe buy you another drink. Then we have dinner right there. Like, oh, come to my table, we have dinner, right? Did I lead with money because you didn't pay for anything? Thank you. I knew he would be down here to tell him.
That's not.
Yes, it is.
Because are we going to say that men lead with money when they pay for the first date?
Yes.
That's not what it is.
You didn't pay for anything. Thank you, Alan.
Just because I didn't pay for anything, if you're a gentleman, you don't let a lady pay for something. No. He knows the difference. Just give him a second. He knows the difference.
No.
Alan, we always talk about the first date. If a man pays for the first date,
there wasn't a date.
He is not. I'm not saying this scenario. I'm just saying in general.
Yes.
Because that's another scenario where a woman doesn't pay for something.
He will also agree with your scenario about the taking you out, going shopping, but and flying you and doing all the other stuff, sending food to your job. He'll agree with that. But from a man's perspective, the fact that I just met you, I bought you drinks, invited you to my table, pay for your dinner. I did lead with money. No matter if I'm attractive, I did lead with money. You didn't pay for anything. That's also true. I know y'all don't see it that way.
I just feel like the statement in saying like if a girl doesn't pay for anything, that mean that a man is leading with money. If a man pays for the first date, that's not him leading with money. That's not him saying like, hey, I'm big shot, I got money, whatever you like. No, you're being a gentleman because you're interested in me. So why would I pay for anything? I'm not walking away from a first date and saying like, oh, he didn't ask me to pay, so he must got money. I am not walking away from a first date saying that. When I say that a man is leading with money, he's being boasty and he wants me to know that he got money and he'll pay for anything that I want just because he liked me. That is a man leading with money.
But we're telling you, sorry. Okay, so may I respond?
Because just because you pay for the first date, that don't mean I think you got money, nigga. I expect you to do that. I expect because you like me. You like me, you asked me out here. We all got money. That doesn't mean that you got so much of it that you're going to be spending racks on me.
So what you're speaking to is an extreme, Marie. That's what you're not seeing, because you're saying that we saw them at the bar, right? Got them 2 drinks, but then you added, hey, I like them shoes you got. If you want more, or you could do better, right? I'm not even saying all that. I feel like that scenario that you're presenting is an extreme. What I'm saying is very simple, very basic, and I'm saying it from a male's perspective. I believe that we did pay for your. Okay.
This is where y'all gonna have the game fucked up, because y'all gonna make men think that paying anything for a woman means you're leading with money, and they gonna start backing up and be like, oh fuck no, so you better pay, because that is just the gentleman thing to do. Now what Marie is speaking to, you think is an extreme, but when men lead with money, they are extreme. They do want you to know that they got racks. So they are saying, I'm going to pay for you and all of your friends. You want 1942? I got you. You want to come with me and my friends to the strip club after? I got you. Because they want you to see them with fucking racks. They want you to know I can take you fucking shopping. They do that. It's extreme. It's not just paying for dinner. That is not leading with money. We expect that of a man, to pay for money on a date. To pay for dinner on a date.
But I'm saying we weren't on a date. That's what you keep. This is not a date. You were just out with your girls, right? I saw you at the bar. I bought you drinks, right? And then bought you more drinks. And then you got invited to the table. We all had dinner, right? That's all I'm saying. Nobody's taking you shopping. Just cut that out. I'm saying that scenario right then and there. Speak about that. To you, that's just regular. It wasn't a date, but you didn't pay for anything.
But let me tell you the difference in the scenario, because like I said, it is expected of a man to pay for dinner, right? It is not expected of a girl to be at dinner with a man and say, "Don't worry about it. I got it." And pull out a black card because, yeah, now I am trying to flex on you. You don't got to worry about it. I got it, nigga. I am flexing on you. I am showing you that I got money. It looks different for a man and a female because that's what you expect of a man. You don't expect that of a woman. So if I do that, yeah, I'm going out of the norm to show you I got it.
And what are you doing by showing him that you got it? Just stay there. What are you doing by showing him that you got it?
If I say leading with money, you're going to think that you're making a point. And that is literally the point that I'm saying. It looks different from when a man does it and when a woman does
I
it.
understand what you're saying, but what would you call it? I don't know. We can agree to disagree.
Is it leading with money? Is that what he wants me to say? See how you can turn it around. I would mention it right away. And I would have the conversation. Waiting for her to have that conversation, she's going to be too prepared, bro. There's going to be nothing you can say maybe to turn her around. Now, I feel like you actually have the upper hand right now. You saw it. You know her thoughts. Her phone is connected to, so it's not like you and I don't know, maybe you might have invaded her privacy because what took you to the notes? I don't know. But listen, you saw it already. What are you going to do? You saw it. It wasn't hidden. It was there for you to open up and see. I say talk to her and see if you can turn it around and see where the disconnect lies, because why do you guys have two different feelings about this relationship?
I think this is a full circle back to lingering is poison because he's seen it with his eyes. So the whole confrontation thing is unnecessary because now you're giving her the opportunity to deny what she wrote because he was in her laptop. I guess he got permission or not. And he was snooping, if it was in the notes, like you said, and he's seen something that was personal to her. So those are her true thoughts that she didn't think were going to get out until she was ready to have them expressed.
I don't think that she's going to deny. Like you said, they were her personal thoughts. They were just invaded. And I think that she's going to be too shocked to actually have the preparedness that she wanted before having the conversation. But in the lingering conversation, I did say that it depends on why you broke up, because in the lingering stage, there can be a possibility of you guys trying to figure it out, trying to work it out. And I feel like in this case, he already knows what her problem is. If it's something that can be resolved, or if there's something he feels like he could possibly change to make the relationship better, he already knows. That's why I'm saying he has the upper hand. It's just to talk to her about it and see if she feels the same way about trying to create a reconciliation or trying to get a betterment of the relationship. Now, if they have the conversation and she gives the flat line, nah, this is not happen. I don't want any version of you. That's when he's going to have to completely fall back and be like, damn, all right.
See,
but a conversation doesn't hurt.
But I think the conversation is lingering, especially when you see what the plan is.
But that's why I feel like waiting for her to bring it up doesn't make any sense. You already know what she's feeling like. So why are you waiting for her to, why are you waiting? Because you know something that she doesn't know you know.
Yeah.
You guys are awkwardly moving around each other while
it's not awkward.
I feel like that is awkward. Because you don't know how to be loving to your girlfriend that you know wants to break up with you.
Before this. So what I'm saying is he should just get his shit together and either kick her out or he should move out. Honestly, that's what I think, because you already see the play. She's already been feeling this way. So regardless of how you know she feels, if this is the breakup that she's thinking about breaking up with you, she's not saying, hey, if he does this, or she didn't type, I just need him to do this. The plan was to break up with him, right?
I think, Rome, I personally know you. And I know that you're the kind of person that is going to say, oh, this person wants to break up with me. All right, I'm going to beat them to the punch. All right, I'm out. He's in love with her. He said that she's my world. She's my best friend.
Got that.
I don't think that the play here is try to beat her to the breakup and move out because, oh, she wants to break up with me. All right, I got you. I don't really think that that's where his mind is at. He's devastated that his mind is somewhere else. They're not on the same page. So I feel like the play is to try to get on the same page, to try to see if you can get on the same page.
But then you're lying to yourself.
How?
Because that's her page. And you already were on your page and you thought shit was fine. And now you're blindsided because you discovered something. So now what you're going to do is you're going to pretend that you didn't think everything was fine. And now you're going to present this version that you think she wants because you read her notes. Instead of saying, you know what? I see the evidence. I see what's going on. She's obviously not happy. So you're going to say, oh, she's not happy. Let me try to do this. No, she was planning on leaving you. She was planning on breaking up with you because it was a breakup thing. It wasn't
Right.
It wasn't like, oh, we need to speak. She was planning on breaking up with you. So how much more evidence do you need?
My thing is, when I said that he has the upper hand, it's really just to see what it is that he can change in himself.
Why does he need to change something? What am I missing?
I don't know why you're thinking like this. Okay, hold on. Just let me break it down. When I said that he has the upper hand, I don't mean that now he knows what she's feeling, so he can go and change everything about himself and their relationship would be good. I mean, no. Tell her you saw the notes. Tell her you saw what you wrote about me. How can we fix this? I don't want to break up.
What? Now you're begging. You're begging to be with somebody that doesn't want to be with you.
I don't think that's begging. He's literally in love with her, and he says this is my world.
She's not in love with him. Speak to her part.
I don't know what the notes say actually.
She's breaking up with him, so there is an issue.
But why? I don't know, and that's why I'm saying, like, I don't know the reason. The reasonings could very much be fixed. She's actually writing shit down in the notes, and based on him having a completely different recollection of the relationship means everything that's in the notes has never been said to him.
Who said that? Now you're just saying stuff. That wasn't said. She wrote in her notes. She didn't say that she never spoke to him because he feels and thinks that they have a good relationship, which means there's probably communication. So they're in two different relationships because he's clearly thinking that everything is fine. And now he's being blindsided and your thoughts are,
but to be blindsided means that there has been no communication. You can't be blindsided about shit that you already know. If I looked in the notes and I'm like, damn, she's planning to break up with me because of X, Y, and Z.
That's the blind side. There it is. That's literally the blind side. He didn't know and he discovered this. Now he's blindsided.
First of all, why are you supposed to know that someone's going to break up with you? You're not supposed to know that shit.
Okay.
Until they do it. You're not supposed to know that this person is planning on breaking up. Like, you're not supposed to know that shit. Someone breaking up with you will probably always be blindside.
But now again,
the reasonings are what I'm saying. Notes, I'm pretty sure they were detailed. Like, she put things in her notes that he was reading. I'm sure the note didn't just say, I'm going to break up with him tomorrow, or I'm planning to break up with. Like, it wasn't just one sentence. It was notes. It was detailed.
I got that.
I'm just saying, we don't know the details. We don't know the reasoning. But if he read something that he was just like, yo, if she's feeling this way, there's a chance that we can talk about it and try to revive whatever there is here.
I respect your opinion. If it was me, I'm out.
That's ego.
What? Because I saw your play, that's ego? No, because you have every opportunity to speak to me. You make a choice not to speak to me in our relationship. Instead, you write in your diary or whatever, and you're allowed to do that. I have discovered this. You don't want me. You don't want this version of me. Say there's something that is more than a close. Say there's something, whatever it is, I'm already aware. Say, how about this for your scenario? How about there's something in the notes that I can't change and I can't fix? Now what? I should stick around and be like, hey, I read your notebook. I should say that.
No, but literally that's how you're in your head. You see him going to her. Having a conversation doesn't mean he's begging or being like, take me back. Don't leave. Like if that's how you see him going to her, then you already have it like fucked up. I don't understand why the immediate play is to leave before being left when you see the problem that can potentially be fixed. Now, say that he did wait for her to have the conversation with him. And in the conversation, it wasn't very much a breakup. It was kind of like, this is how I've been feeling. And I'm not sure if the relationship can continue. It's not like a real breakup, but it's more of a conversation. But it's getting all of the points that he read in the notes. So it's more of a chance for him to try to fix whatever the fuck is her problem. Right? Say he didn't wait for that conversation to happen and he was just like, oh, okay, well, I'm out because she doesn't want me. You don't think that her, and maybe she's taking so long to have that conversation with him in the first place because she's very indecisive about doing it in the first place. But you just being like, all right, I'm out. You don't think that she would feel like, yeah, I made the right decision because he's not.
How did her feelings come into play when I find something that she was going to...
Her feelings are what started this.
Can I finish?
The notes.
So, all right. So hear me out. I found her feelings about me. She don't want me. She has made a breakup plan or made notes that she wants to break up with me. Are we agreeing on that? Why should I go up to you and say, you shouldn't adhere to the notes or your feelings because of this? Why?
I'm not saying to do that. I am saying to let her know that you found the notes so you guys can have a conversation about whatever the fucking note says. Instead of waiting around, waiting for her to say something.
You ain't got to wait. That's what I'm saying. You ain't got to wait. Get your shit. When somebody don't want you, they don't want you. She said she don't want him. She's planning on breaking up with him. And he's like, you want him to go, wait, halt.
With the voice change, you're making this man sound like...
That's exactly what it is.
I know that that's what you think it is, but I really don't think that there's no wrong in saying like, yo, I found your notes in your thing. This is how you feel. And have the conversation, like force her to have that conversation right then and there. What are you waiting for?
Force her to have a conversation about leaving me. I just want to make sure that I heard that. I need to know about what I found in your notebook and your plan to leave me. We got to have this conversation.
First of all, what's your excuse for just dipping?
Because I found the part.
Are you telling her that?
Why do I? We're just talking.
I'm just saying. No. I'm saying, what is your plan? How are you leaving? Are you just saying, hey, I'm breaking up with you?
How would I do it?
Yes, I'm asking you because you're saying I'm getting out of there before she does it. She doesn't want me. I'm leaving. How are you doing that without mentioning that you found? You're saying that I'm crazy for going up to her and saying like, hey, I found the notes, but you're leaving just out of the blue.
How is it out of the blue? I saw your notes. I didn't wake up and.
But are you fucking telling her that you saw the notes?
I feel like
you're saying that we're talking in circles. You're talking in circles. I'm asking you, how are you leaving? If you don't want to mention to her that you found the notes, you're just going to say, I'm breaking up with you.
Can I answer?
I am. I gave you I stopped talking. That means you talk.
How I would do it is, if it's your place, I'm going to kindly gather up my stuff, be quiet, start packing my stuff. And when you go to stop me or say the bullshit you got to say to me, right? I'm going to simply turn your little notebook around and point to the bullshit. That's all I'm going to do. Because there's nothing else that needs to be said. That's how I would do it. You call it ego, call it pride, call it whatever. But
all of that.
All of that.
And he's making my version of what I think should happen. He thinks that that's like a sassy man. That's a sassy man.
Who said anything about sassy?
Oh, don't leave me. Oh, I saw your... he's doing a voice change. He's making it seem like, why the fuck would a man do that or whatever? If a man just walks out on me and turns the...
You wouldn't ask her the reason why?
That's why I'm saying, what would you tell her? Because
You don't
yes,
owe her
when
anything. She was going to break up with you. She was going to ruin your life without any...
Thank you for watching this episode of
without
At the
any
Table.
warning. And
Good night.
All right.
Good night. You don't owe her anything.
I guess we
She's
just...
making a whole bullet pointed notes thing to have a conversation with you.
But it's not a conversation. She's planning on breaking up with you.
But she's planning on breaking up with you, and she's pinpointing everything that she needs to say to you. And you are just like, I don't owe her anything. At least she was going to tell you, I'm breaking up with you because of X, Y, and Z.
You're assuming, ready? You're assuming she was ever going to say that to you. What if, say 2 weeks passed by, still no conversation? She didn't bring it up because she hasn't said anything until now. I mean, she hasn't said anything up until this point regardless. So, question, how long has this been going on? How many bullet points are there? How long have you been feeling this way? So now I got to sleep with the enemy?
The dates be on the notes.
That's the enemy that you're literally, we're
Go ahead and leave, child.
I'm trying to
Make your escape in the middle of the night. Go ahead and leave, child. Like,
okay. Why is it his responsibility to deal with it head on when she didn't deal with it head on? The notes, what's the note that you're writing to? What's the note in your notebook? That's not passive aggressive? That you're planning on doing something?
they're just putting their thoughts on paper.
Wait, a plan that is to break up with me?
I'm the love of your life.
I'm
You
passive
read my
aggressive then.
you
I'll
read
be
my
that.
notebook and you saw all of the things
It was about me.
that I think about you, the things that I don't like. And as the love of your life, your first instinct isn't to try to fix anything, but it's to be like, hey, I read what you think and I'm leaving.
If it was again,
Then you gotta go. Then bye.
Then-
Then see you later.
if it was something that I couldn't repair, and it was about myself, that's
the thing is,
unfixable.
we don't know what it is.
All right,
I'm
I
just
agree.
saying.
I agree. And I'm talking about my point is if it was something I could not, it was not repairable. Ready?
If
And it was
yeah.
about me.
Don't say ready. I understand you. I'm
All
not a
right.
child. So New York had a very big party.
Burgers and bottles.
Yeah,
I think I saw something on your page.
on my page. Well, yeah, I'm there every year. But AG and Maddie Morbucks, they did a set. Girls Love Karaoke
Okay.
at the party.
Where was that at?
It was in Long Island City, but the location changed last minute. It was supposed to be in Brooklyn, but capacity.
Long
They
Island.
sold 7,000 tickets.
A word?
Yeah,
It's a lot.
yeah. It was a very big.
Was it
party.
Harbor? What could
No.
fit that much?
It was like an industrial place. Like
Okay.
it wasn't a venue.
All right. Something. Anytime I think of Long Island City, I think of the Record Room. And
I still never been there.
no, it's mad small, but it's a lot of fun. It reminds me of this
still never
place in
been there. People always say on Tuesday. It's good
Tuesdays
on
and
a Tuesday.
Thursdays. I mean, Saturday was pretty lit, but there's a place in Wynwood in
Miami.
that is similar, and it's like a similar vibe, but because it's all vinyls, and the DJ is like live, like right there mixing it. So I just forget the name, but it reminded me of that, just with like the red lights that everybody has now. It
Very nice.
was a good time. It was a good time.
I gotta go one of these days
To where? There?
to Record Room.
It was a good time.
Just to make sure I got this, we have 2 separate shots. So are we looking at each other or?
I just be running my
I
mouth.
actually do feel like we talk without cameras anyway.
Yeah.
I never look at the cameras. Do we do any kind of intro? I feel like we can.
We're gonna call this something besides 8 at the table then, because it's just me and her.
I actually met 2 guys this weekend. It was Monday. I went to a watch party and they were like, they talked to me for a good like 5-10 minutes before they said, yeah, and I'll be seeing you on a thing. I was like, what? You like you do? I was like, both of y'all? Okay, that's cool. Sometimes I feel like for Instagram, 8 at the table has like a specific age range. Like, I really feel like it's like older guys, like older men that come. Yes. Like the people that be coming at me, I always, I'm clicking a page. I want to see what the fuck going on. It's always like older people. So I really didn't feel like anybody like my age, like they come across it. Maybe if like somebody like reposted it or stuff, but like not on their actual like timeline. And then also a lot of people that do recognize me always tell me that they see our clips on Facebook. So like different.
The commenters are different on Facebook than they are on Instagram, right?
I mean, the people on YouTube wouldn't need to. They're seeing the full stuff. Sometimes the people on social media, like Facebook and Instagram, like the clips are enough for them. They get the whole conversation, unless it gets cut off. Like, I like when you guys cut it off and you're like, you have no idea what the hell was about to be said next. Then they're like, okay. No, sometimes that even gets me. I'm like, wait, what did I say? Where was that going? Twitter does really good because everybody makes one conversation one big thing. Everybody's talking about the same thing. So Twitter is really good for that. Like, you should try to push Twitter. Like, it's great engagement on Twitter. Great. And I mean, for just like, not the dumbest things, but like the simplest things. Get so many retweets, get so many people talking. So many people have something to say about something so little that everybody on Twitter starts talking about it.
And go.
Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of 8 at the Table. This week we're doing it a little different. It's just me, Amanda, and Rome. So we're doing this episode a little different, but we hope you guys like it. What are we getting into today, Rome? Let's pull up our opener. As a man, what's more important in a relationship? A woman who can cook or a woman who keeps a clean home? If you had to choose one, which would have a bigger impact on the relationship long term?
I'd have to say a woman that could keep a clean home, only because I'm not very tidy, and I just be putting stuff, and I lose stuff all the time. And I actually enjoy cooking. So if it was my job to do the cooking, I would, but I would definitely choose the clean. Yeah, I would choose the woman with a clean home. I think it would probably make it a lot easier for me to find my things and have some type of order.
I feel like use your strengths in relationships. I feel like that's not really, I understand historically a woman cooks and cleans, but I feel like if you can cook, if that's your strength.
I actually enjoy cooking.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Some men do. I feel like a lot of men do.
It's kind of it's therapeutic.
I feel like a lot of men cook. I like when men cook.
And that's why
I actually feel like sometimes they can cook better than women.
I originally got into it for the women. So.
And they make some good stuff too.
Who?
Men.
Okay.
I feel like they don't ever make anything simple. Like, they be in the kitchen showing out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think you're just surprised that it's not something simple.
Okay. For example, for a quick meal, I'm going to put together some kind of pasta because it's very quick.
You're a fettuccine Alfredo girl.
I can do that. But if I have tomato sauce and some ground meat.
All right.
Yeah, I'm putting together a pasta.
That actually fits.
I don't feel like men do that. Like, do y'all put together stuff real quick?
I can.
If it's not a sandwich.
A sandwich? I would never serve a woman a sandwich.
Well, not to serve, but I mean just for yourself.
Oh yeah, if it's for me, I'm just gonna throw something together right quick. So, but if I'm doing it and like I'm doing it, probably got my music on. I got the liqueur, and yeah, we're having a good time. I'm probably in an apron. OnlyPants used to be a thing.
OnlyPants.
Yes.
No, I remember.
Yeah.
Okay.
Speaking of OnlyPants, Black creators, please read your contracts. It's very important that you do so because they be throwing shit in there and they're not paying you what they should.
The OnlyPants?
I know when I was doing OnlyPants a long time ago, it was going viral like craziness. And then they just kept blocking it and banning it and saying it was too much. Then they had a white creator, took the name, said OnlyPants, doing a similar thing, never, ever got blocked. Content just went crazy. I was like, that's interesting.
Was that the white guy being sexual with the food?
Yes.
I've seen that before.
Yes. And it still happens to this day. But if I were to put up anything, then it goes against the rules
The
and regulations
guidelines,
and guidelines of Instagram. So, and as far as the contracts, if you're doing things for brands, they may send you a contract if they are asking you to do multiple products. And if you agree to one product, they might try to slip another product in there. And then since you signed the contract, you're kind of obligated to do so. So it's just very important to read it. They're not very hard contracts to read, but that's happened plenty of times. And then they say, oh, well, do you think you could just do this and have this in the background? And it's like, that's two
different things.
I'm promoting this while you also see this. So you're getting, no, I can't.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. Anywho.
Okay. Yeah. Moving on. Beyond making money and paying bills, what domestic qualities are the real backbone of a healthy relationship? Is it cooking, cleaning, organization, hospitality, helping raise children? I'm running out of fingers. Creating peace at home, or something else entirely?
What's the beginning of the question?
What domestic qualities are the real backbone of a healthy relationship beyond making money and paying bills?
Well, working is a necessary evil, so it's definitely not that. I've got to say creating peace and keeping peace and maintaining peace. That's paramount to everything you said. I mean, the relationship's not going to go anywhere if we're both at each other's throat all the time and you want something and I want something and it's just constantly bumping heads. So nothing can be built without us creating peace.
I agree. I feel like creating peace is kind of like a separate thing other than like out of all of the other options. Because I wouldn't choose cooking or cleaning or organization. Those are things I, enjoy by myself, but I wouldn't really say that that's the real backbone of a healthy relationship. Out of all of the options, creating peace does seem like the correct multiple choice answer.
Yeah, I mean, if you're saying the backbone out of it, you're talking about the foundation, like structural integrity of your relationship, and that's everything. I mean, who doesn't want to get along with their partner? Who doesn't want to be supportive? Who doesn't want to motivate, empower, and reassure? That's literally the backbone of every relationship, or it should be anyway, in my opinion.
Helping raise children is a good one as well. Not everyone has kids, though.
That part, yeah.
I've definitely done that in relationships. I've definitely silenced myself just to keep the peace. Like, say I was like missing out on like quality time because of like work or whatever. The time that I did have, I didn't want to waste it arguing about something. So I would just like hold it down just so that we could like have a good time whenever I did get the time.
See, the suffer in silence thing it's so tricky because a part of that is kind of abandoning yourself and like what you believe. And the thing about a relationship is you have to take someone else's beliefs and kind of morph them with yours at some point in time in order to move forward. So the suffering in silence is, I think it's a thing, and I don't think we address it as suffering. I think it's keeping the peace. I know for myself, I just have this rotating scale of 1 to 10. Is it that serious? Do I need to bring it up now? Is it going to affect the day? Is it going to affect my mood? And most time it's not important, to me anyway. And yeah, so I wouldn't really call it suffering in silence. It would more or less be, is it really that important to bring up? Is it going to change anything? It's going to change the trajectory of the day. Is it something that I need to check myself on? Something that I created to get this reaction. So before I actually like lash out and say something, I really try to do my best to kind of check myself. I'm not the best at it at all times, but I think that's important before you speak a lot of times. And with that, I think your partner has to understand the way you process. because if it takes me time to step away in order to not be what I don't like, which is a reactive person, then I need to be able to take my time. And I know, or my time away, I should say. But I know my problem is that I could take days and I could take weeks, and that's part of like my ego and my pride. But what I'm trying to work on is giving that amount of time, a set time frame to tell my partner, and that's kind of been my challenge, because I think she would feel safer if I say, hey, listen, just give me an hour, or let's talk about this tomorrow. But I'm not the greatest at doing that. So that's something I need to work on.
It is a little bit of a challenge. I agree. I'm a little chattier than than I was before, so I don't do a lot of holding it down and keeping the peace anymore. I'm very vocal about when I feel a way about something, and sometimes it doesn't come right away. Sometimes I'll notice a pattern before I say something.
The pattern within yourself or the actual
No,
situation?
within the other person. So it could have been something that bothered me one time, and then I decided that it wasn't, that serious. But, as I see it keep happening, it's just like, okay, this is gonna bother me. It is bothering me.
Mm-hmm.
So then I take a moment to decide how I'm going to relay my feelings. But I definitely do relay my feelings a lot. I don't be sitting in shit anymore, because I just don't think that it's healthy. Because at the end of the day, I'm not going to be happy. I'm going to keep allowing you to do whatever is upsetting me without you knowing that it's upsetting me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm not happy. And then one day I'm just going to blow up and break up with you, and you're not going to understand.
That's extreme. All right.
No, that's not extreme. If I'm sitting in my unhappiness because I have an unwillingness to let you know how I'm feeling or what's going on with me, and it's like, well, yeah, this is not the relationship for me. And I come to that conclusion because I don't want to be with a guy that does this, and he can't see that it's upsetting me, or he can't see that that's not something that you should do in a relationship. I mean, I feel like people do that. And maybe that's a little self-sabotaging and not knowing how to communicate with your partner, which is why I feel like it's a little difficult, because it's not that easy for people to be like, hey, well, you upset me. I don't really like when you do this. Or
But see, that's my issue.
what?
I think it is very easy to say what you just said. And especially if you say you want the truth and you're all about transparency and you're all about honesty and you actually want to build something with someone, then find a way to say that.
I feel like
Right.
that's not easy for everybody.
But-
And honestly, I've gotten there.
Mm.
That never used to be easy for me. That's why I used to just sit in shit. That was never easy for me to say. And I know people that do it, like, not even with their partners, with people in their everyday lives. It's just like, oh, I don't like that so-and-so did this to me, blah, blah. Did you tell them? I'm not telling that person shit. I'm not saying nothing. People do that. People do that every day.
Yeah, I think as you get older, your tolerance for not speaking up and allowing things to happen just dwindles more and more, because at some point in time you have to understand, like, I'm not a mind reader. I'm saying if me and you were speaking.
Yeah.
I'm not a mind reader, so say what you have to say and try to maneuver through the frustration that you're having, because that frustration is going to come out in how you say it to me. So I think once you get to the point where you figure out how I need to hear things in order for it to be effective for us, then it'll be to our advantage, because now we're communicating. Because you could be talking, you can be saying whatever you want. If I'm not understanding or if I'm not comprehending, then that don't really mean nothing. And now you're frustrated that I'm not doing what you expect me to do because you told me once.
I get that. You know what I don't have a problem with doing, me personally, is watching how my delivery is. I actually thought about this the other day. I don't get upset Like I don't get upset talking to people about my feelings. And I feel like therapy fucked me up with that because sometimes I do need to show a motherfucker that I'm upset. And I just try to talk to people from a place of trying to get them to understand me and understanding. Like I'm trying to understand why you do what it is that you do. Like I'm trying to have like an actual conversation as two human beings just trying to understand each other. And sometimes when you still see the pattern repeating even after the talk and you keep just trying to talk and just figure out why it's like I'm not a fucking therapist. I feel like I'm talking to people like I'm the therapist. I'm not the therapist. I'm the patient. I get angry too. And I feel like my anger is lost in trying to understand people. And I feel like maybe it is that I want them to know that I'm trying to understand. Like, I don't want you to feel attacked or I don't want you to feel like confronted when I'm like telling you how I feel. So I always come very calm. And I don't know. I feel like I want to lose that. Like I want to throw it in the garbage. I feel like I'm actually suppressing my anger.
Okay, but what's after the understanding? Because like understanding can't just be the end all be all. So after you say what you say and you're trying to understand why I'm the way I am or why I'm doing this thing, and I tell you, like, hey, I do this because of this.
Well, the understanding comes from if you're doing it on purpose. Or so if I say, Rome, I don't like that you go out after work and you never really tell me. Like, I never know where you are. You don't really check in with me as your girlfriend. I don't like that.
Mm.
And you say, oh, well, I only do that because I talk to people all day at work and my time outside, I just want to like relax and blah, 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 whatever you say. Because a man will say some bullshit after that, So I just want to be with my friends and I've had a long day, whatever. But it's just like, okay, I understand that you feel that way. But for me, as your partner, who I expect to talk to you every day, I'm giving you time, for us to not talk to each other throughout the day because I know you're working. I'm working. That's our separation time. But I know 5 o'clock. All right, where's my man at? Why he ain't text me? Like he don't want to talk to me? He was just at work all day. He don't care about me? That's how I'm feeling.
Mm-hmm.
So after that, after I get your understanding of why you do what you do, and then I tell you how that affects me and how I feel about that, I expect changed behavior.
Did you ever ask
No, because that's considerate. I want you to consider how I'm feeling.
Mm.
Knowing how you feel and your understanding of things. Maybe I might not press it too much. Maybe not 5 o'clock on the dot. I'm like, okay, where you at? Because I'm like, okay, I know he said that he likes like some time by himself, a little breather after work. So I might not be like calling down your phone at 5 o'clock on the dot, but I do expect you to now check in with me because we just had that talk and I told you that I feel a little neglected by you. I expect to hear from you.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
I do.
Okay. You were like, whoa, though. So
I'm curious if when you have these thoughts, or I know this is a made up scenario, did you ever look within and say, I'm doing this, or the reason why he's not calling me is, or is it always outward? He's not doing something to me.
no, I don't look within unless I feel like I have to. But in this specific situation, I told you how I feel to get your understanding. So if you said that it had anything to do with me, then I'd look within and be like, damn, am I being too, on him? Am I being too clingy or whatever? That's only if you alluded to that being the reason.
Okay. What if a second level of this would be how you receive criticism or how you receive feedback? Because maybe I'm not at the point where I could just speak freely without you just letting it be that. So maybe I can't just say, hey, listen, you too loud whenever I come to the house and I just need some time to myself or to hang out with my friends. Maybe I can't say that to you because you may take it away. And I'm not dismissing what you're saying, because I know that's a thing, because you have to validate everything.
No, I
I'm
don't
saying-
I don't think that that's a dismissal at all. That's a reason. I asked you a question, you gave me a reason.
Okay.
That is the answer to the question. And to be honest, and this comes from like my anger being non fucking existent. I really feel like I'd take that, and that's actually when I'd look internally like, damn, he thinks I'm loud and he doesn't want to be around me after work because I'm not like peace for him. That's when I'd look within
I understand.
and find a change in myself so that you'd enjoy coming around me after work.
I respect that.
I feel like I know you guys, men, don't think that women think that way, but we really do. I feel like nobody wants to be seen that way, seen as not a man's piece. I don't think that any woman wants to be like, oh yeah, my man don't me come home because he be annoyed with me. I don't want my man to be annoyed with me. I want my man to come home to me. I want my man to be happy to come home to me or call me, whatever. Like, whatever I got to do to fix that, I'm gonna fix that. Because the thing is, with me, I don't like when shit starts slipping. I like to be in a relationship. I like to feel like I'm in a relationship. If I feel like I'm not, and I don't know where the fuck this man is, and he don't want to talk to me, he is not calling me, like I feel like shit is slipping, and I have no control. How can we fix this? I want us to be like this. Partners. And I feel like that goes back to like what you said about like us combining beliefs. Like if we're dating, something that I believe, I have to take into account like how you see things.
Mm.
And that it gets written into my daily life. Because I think like that. When I'm with someone, it's like a partnership for me. I feel like I say partnership a lot and people don't understand what I mean when I say partnership, but I incorporate my partner's life with mine.
There's actually that clip that I sent you earlier that she speaks about her opinion of the difference between relationships and partnership. That would be like perfect to insert right here.
Is that what you sent and said it was really good or no?
Yeah, I actually enjoyed it. And
You were like really good.
it was really good. It was a good segment. But yeah, I hear what you're saying.
I didn't watch the video, so
I know you did.
I never do. So
I know you did. It wasn't directed at you.
I know, but I'd like to know what was said. What's the difference?
I didn't memorize it.
Oh, you said it was really good. I thought you would had some points or something.
She was basically saying that people who are in relationships are looking for some sort of codependency along the way, like something that you're lacking, you're trying to pick up from me, something I'm lacking, we're trying to pick up from you, and we're trying to move together. As opposed to a partnership being, hey, I'm whole on my own, I've got this independence, and you're whole on your own, you've got this independence, and we're going to come together and build with both of our independence. So I respect what you have going on and you respect what I have going on, instead of my world is now your world and that's all I see, in a sense. So yes,
Yeah.
because a partnership is two independent people coming together whole on their own individually. That's what she was basically saying. And I agreed with it.
And not your fairy tale. You're my other half. You're everything I'm lacking.
Funny you say that, because part of what she was saying is for a man to, everything that's going on now, she's saying men are finally being hip to the fact that women just want fantasy. Everything these aren't my words. Everything you guys revolve around is just fantasy. And we aren't able to speak the truth to you. Like, hey, this is what it is. Because once we speak the truth, it kind of bursts your bubble. So we have to lie to you and you have to lie to yourself. And we have to help you believe those lies. That's why I said it was real interesting. I'm butchering it and I'm sorry, but these aren't my words.
Is it a long video?
It's an hour. Sorry.
I like what you guys are saying, but I hate hours. Okay.
I would not take you serious if you got mozzarella sticks.
I used to really love mozzarella sticks.
I believe that. You also cook fettuccine Alfredo, so
I never told you that. I said I can make that.
it's not that I won't respect it. It's just funny to me. It's just like a little. I'm not against
Think
it.
it's kitty?
Kitty. Depends on where we're at. If we're at Applebee's and you order,
I
like,
was about to say, like,
but if we're at a nice restaurant,
in a
you're like,
nice
"Oh."
restaurant, they're not going to have mozzarella sticks.
Yeah, well, they'll just be flat, and they'll call them some fancy French name.
I doubt it. I've never saw that.
Ain't nothing but cheese
ever
in there,
before.
fried.
I'm getting oysters though, or
Ew.
mussels.
Mm.
And in today's world, where both men and women often work, should traditional household roles still matter, or should couples define their own version of partnership? There goes that word again. Where do you draw the line between preference, expectation, and responsibility?
Again, we are at the part of life where it's time to create what works for you. And so these questions about traditional, when you didn't wait to have sex with this woman, you didn't walk down the aisle, you didn't speak to her father to date her, you didn't do all the things that men used to do, and she's also not doing all the things that women used to do. You have to really define what works best for you. And again, like you said, play to your strong suits. You know, if you're the good cleaner of the house and you like things a certain way, all I ask is, like, this is my little closet. It's going to be messy. If you don't like it, close the door.
I will.
And that literally goes on. It literally goes on with me.
I would close that door.
So as far as roles, it's really what's going to work for both of us, and what's going to keep the peace, and what's going to make us happy, what's going to keep the ship moving, all that stuff. Because who wants to bicker about shit that's getting done?
Yeah, I agree. I feel like traditional household roles don't exist anymore at all.
We really should just stop saying this whole traditional thing, because at some point in time, what we're doing now will be traditional.
True. And in order for this to be the norm, we got to stop talking about the past. I feel like what used to be does not exist anymore.
Yeah.
And I feel like we're keeping these standards for men and women that we cannot live up to anymore.
I agree. I think it existed until it became mainstream.
I was about to say, I've never seen it myself. I'm young. When I think of this idea of traditional roles, my mind goes like so fucking far back. And I'm talking about like huts and shit. Like, because when we're talking about when was I there, I was never there. I've never seen it. Not with my parents, not with my grandparents. I've never seen it. But in the textbook, when we're learning about hunters and gatherers, you know, like, that's what I'm thinking of. The women, they were in the house, they were cooking and cleaning and picking berries, and the men, they were taking those swords and they were going to hunt those big animals. That's what I'm thinking. Okay.
She's on some social studies. What are you?
I know. Absolutely.
But not, I mean, in a sense, not really, because it's always been predator prey, and it's always been hunters and gatherers. So,
you know what I'm saying? The idea of these roles came from like such a long time ago. Like, if we're talking about traditional roles, like being in like a house, and if you're saying that those ideas came from what was post World War II, that happening during that time, you don't think came from all those years ago?
but I think, are you talking about roles or are you talking about life? I just want to make sure I'm following the conversation, because I'm
Roles,
talking,
like what men were expected to do and what women were expected to do.
yeah, but I think fundamentally it's always been black or white, predator prey, hunter gatherer. And I think we keep trying to confuse what it's been and try to find like a middle ground, as far as like, you expect a man to do certain things. You expect a man to come after you and speak to you, right? I mean, you want courtship. We'll say that. How about you want courtship?
Yes, I do.
All right. So that would make you the prey. And I'm not being funny. That would really literally make you the prey, and I would be the predator. And I'm not saying like sexual predator. I'm saying a regular predator. If you think about it, black and white.
I understand. Regular
So,
predator.
and if the women are saying, I want to be taken care of, you want to be the gatherers, and we are still the hunters. It's always been this or that, this or that. And the combining of you wanting to switch roles, but don't know what it takes to be in that role. Like you don't want to be the predator. I'm not going to no man. I'm not asking you to do this. Okay. You don't want to be the predator. You don't want to chase. Because when you're chasing, you're also hunting. You don't want to hunt.
I can't say that universally applies, because if we're talking about like courtship, and not like courtship specifically, but women shoot their shot. Women go after men.
Yes, but if we're again talking about historically, that is not what the roles have been, and that's not where you're comfortable at. To the point where it's so ingrained in us that you will call us names. Now we become creeps for doing what is in our just genetic DNA makeup. We are hunters we are hunters, predators. You are the prey. We want you. If a man wants me, he's supposed to come after me. My man's going to come get me. You're the prey. No? Yes? Am I losing you?
Correct, but there is a difference between that, like applying yourself and trying to court a girl, and being a creep. There's absolutely a difference.
Yes. But
don't say that we just call men creep now when they try to.
That's not what I was saying. I'm just saying just one or two, black or white. Black or white.
Okay.
It's always been black or white. In my opinion, I'm no statistician or whatever historian, but I've always believed that. And I think the roles being blended is where we keep bumping heads.
Well, I will say, do what's best for your
Just my thoughts. I'm sorry, Marie. Just my thoughts. You're not expecting, men were never, if we're speaking from the predator-prey angle, every predator didn't catch a prey. Some men died off because they couldn't handle the role. Some men died off because they couldn't kill things to eat. So that's just part of life.
Circle of life.
Circle of life. Survival of the fittest. That's what it is. I'm not even on like a whole manosphere thing or like men are going to do this. I'm not even speaking about that. I'm just literally saying life is black and white. You either can or you can't. You either will or you won't. It's whatever opposite there is, it's there. The yin and the yang, it's there. And people try to live in that middle part, and that's the part that makes them crazy, because they're not looking at the ability that they have to go to the side that they really want to be on. Because if you want to do something and you're going to do it, you're going to be on that side. But people sit in the middle and they want to do something. So now they become entrepreneurs. They're not doing what they said they want to do. And they're mainly doing it because it's themselves holding them back. No, nobody's holding you back. It's literally yourself. So what do you really want? Like, you have the option, or you have the choice to do what you want to do. But with that, you're also not doing it because now you are afraid of failure. But you're also thinking that every person that did it that way didn't fail. So it's literally the race in your mind that's stopping you. There's a lot of reasons, and I think the reasons are amplified. The reasons are more amplified now is because all we see is success. All we're fed is success stories, success stories, success stories. So you're literally watching the best right now in your face, fed to you, fed to you, fed to you, as opposed to, hey, listen, this is a grind. This is a slow grind. The truth, black and white. But people are looking just at the results,
I think that if we're going to go with do what's best for your relationship, do what's best for your household, the world is colorful. The world is not black and white. If we make the world black and white, then we are pushing the gender roles. we are pushing that men are this way, men do this, women are this way, women do this. And you're saying that people are stuck in the gray. It's not being stuck. Some people are just wanting to come out of that, wanting to explore getting out of what society says men need to do and what women need to do. Maybe it's not gray at all. Maybe it's yellow. And maybe yellow is where people want to be. Maybe that couple wants to be in orange. You're in blue today.
I feel you. I was just talking about I understand what you're saying, though. I'm not negating your point
I
at
didn't
all.
think so.
No, I understand what you're saying. And if that works for you, then let that work for you. But some people are driven to the black and white. It's either this or it's that. That's what I'm saying. And you may not be. And I'm okay with that.
Sometimes I'm white. Sometimes I'm not.
All right.
I'm like sometimes I'm sometimes I do follow the black and white, but sometimes I want to be blue.
Yeah. You know, Kev on stage, I love him.
I've seen that. He posted
something recently, and he said, you have to be okay with failing publicly. Failing publicly. Failing. And Kev on stage. So Kev on stage said, you have to be okay with failing publicly. And that really hit me, because he then broke it down, and he's so great at like telling a story of where he is and like how he got there, and doesn't hold back on like the pitfalls. And he says, listen, I don't want to be doing A, B, and C, but I got to do A, B, and C, because A, B, and C is going to get me to D, E, and F. And he says, listen, I'll do something and it'll get 20 views, and I'll do something else and it'll get 40 views, and then it'll go back to 1 view, and it's way more than that. But the way he broke it down is like, listen, you have to actually be in that position to put yourself in the wheel, in the cog of growth. And I think people are afraid to do that. I think you have to have an alter ego to do this. Like for me, example, I have a career. So this is just me trying it. You know, this is not my end all be all, you know? So I know I have something to fall back on, and I'm just going to keep giving this a shot. So it's not like this is the roof over my head, food in my belly. You know, this is what it is. But you have to be able to have an alter ego. And that the part of my alter ego that I don't let this affect is how you ask me, you know, oh, this person said this person said that. And I say, well, this is a camera. Like, I don't live in front of a camera all day. This is just a moment right now. This is not real life. And I think people are just glued to the phone being their real life. So they can't separate fact from fiction anymore. And I think that's the point. The point is to kind of keep us numb and not aware of what's really happening, and to kind of morph this all into one thing, to where like the phone is your life. Everything you have is right here in your hand, to where you can't step back and enjoy that other part. So you have to have an alter ego, in my opinion. That's what works for me. How I define success is different. You know, like I know what I did in my past, and I know, oh God. So working where I work now is a success story for me, because that's just straight stability. And like at some point in my life, I didn't think I was going to live past like 21. So now I'm 40 some years old, and like I got a great job, and I'm watching people on the internet complain about benefits and complain about this and complain about that. And I know that I got work security. As long as y'all keep ordering stuff, I have work security. So like that's success to me. You just can't worry about this. This is not real life. And people are just worried about it. They're worried about how the success looks to people that they don't even know. Like how is that person going to digest the success that they don't see within me, not knowing my story? You know, so I don't know. And it's I don't know if it's an entertainment thing, but people let this shit go to their heads. There's never been a time where I've been out and I'm like, yo, I'm on this and I've never said that. It's not even about this, but I've never even presented myself as like, yeah, I do this. And that's not.
I really just think it's a difference of times where social media is literally an income for a lot of people because it has become that powerful and it's become that influential. We have influencers now. What was influencers a couple years ago?
Commercials.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the entertainment business was so different a couple years ago. People need to have that likeness. People need to have people looking at them or wanting to be entertained by them. This handheld device is everything to people. That Instagram account is everything to people. That TikTok account is everything to people. That's their livelihood. So, of course, like you said that there was a time you didn't think that you would have this like job stability. That's what people think that social media is. They're like, one video, if it gets 500 likes even, that's money for them. That's their stability.
Makes sense.
Well, how stable could it be if, they were ready to take TikTok away, last year? And people were like up in fucking flames. But that's just the time that we're in right now. It's like, damn, you could make actual money. Like, it's not a joke. Like, people are making actual money, real money. Yeah. From this. And it's just like, oh, I can do that. It might not be easy. It's not an overnight success. Of course, nothing is. Like Alan said, like, it's a grind. It might take a couple of years, but start today. Get on there, make your videos, get your content. I feel like you guys been saying that to me for years. Look at me telling the people. I feel like I was in it. I was in it. Get on there, make the video, post the content. Even if you get 3 likes, like Alan said, you can get 12 likes. It's still an increase. You're still gaining followers. You're still gaining views. You're doing things. You never know where you might be, even 3 years from now. Alan talked about 17-year real estate jump. Like, maybe this social media shit only needs 3 to 5 years. If you start today, like, you can make some shit happen for yourself. And sometimes all you really need is a fucking personality. You don't even need any real skill. If you have some, that'll be a bonus. But, personality is really what hooks people.
I love that message.
Thanks.
We're going to post that. Anyway, all right. So this has been
interesting.
Interesting. It's just been me and Amanda just talking back and forth, and
it was kind of cool.
Yeah, we had a good time.
Can you reach me?
Octopus arm bow.
I thought that we could have, but no, we're too far today.
Yeah, you wouldn't have leaned over and done more than me because I have to do more as a man.
Then I'm gonna lean
that's
over.
That's your passive aggressive.
Hey.
Anyway, I did that for you. Okay, great job. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. And please remember to like, subscribe, and follow. And remember, we love you guys. Please be kind and write us in some questions. Anything else? Definitely be kind.
And let us know. Let us know if you want more Amanda and Rome.
I don't think you should do that. I don't think
we have rapid questions that we never did.
Rapid questions?
Yeah.
Let's wrap it next week. Rapid next week. Rapid questions next week.
I don't mean right now. I just mean another episode of
you pull out your phone. Yes. Thank you. Anything to add?
No. Bye, guys.